Good evening, lenders. My name is Old McDonald and I operate a feeder cattle and a mixed grain business here in Alberta. And I grow most of my own feed for my cattle and I sell the remainder on the market. So that is kind of just a quick outline of my business. And today I'm asking for a $600,000 operating loan to help with the cash flow needs of the business. As everybody knows, agriculture is cyclical and there are cash flow needs that happen in the middle of the year when cash is short. So an operating loan of $600,000 would be a big boost to my business. Partnering with AFSC would be exciting for the business, as the partnership would help the business grow by consolidating the current loans that I have and making those interest payments a bit smaller, allowing me to have more capital to invest into the business. I'm 55 years old and I have 3 grown children. I've been farming for 30 years as a sole proprietorship, and I have a BSc in agriculture from the University of Alberta. I'm the sole decision maker for the business, but my children provide a great deal of labor and help for the farm, and I would like to grow the farm so that it is at a size where it can support me and one or more of my kids as they're starting to show more interest in choosing agriculture as a career. We've started the succession planning process, but that should start happening soon, and we'll see how that goes. Our farm currently has a risk management plan, and I've always felt that risk management is a really important part of our business. We participate in both AgriStability and AFSC's crop insurance programs, and the Western Livestock Insurance Program as well. We feel that risk management is an important part of our business's success, and we are continually working to identify risk sources and to find tools that will manage that risk. So we also use some hedging tools through Cargill to help manage that risk, and we make sure that our larger long-term loans are insured and that our lives are also insured as well, so that we that the business can keep going. So for the nuts and bolts of the business, we currently plant a 2,700 acre rotation of canola, peas, wheat, barley, and forages. 2,300 of those acres are owned and another 400 acres are rented. Our crops are typically sold to the local Cargill and Richardson Pioneer elevators, and in the past our yields have been 50 bushels an acre for wheat, 55 bushels an acre for canola, 28 for peas, and 80 for barley. And we continue to probably forecast that those yields are going to stay the same. We try to employ optimal amounts of fertilizer and chemical. We try not to be too aggressive with our inputs, but try to maximize our returns while keeping our expenses low. We market 275 feeder calves every fall. We do lose about 2% to deads, and we hire some custom feeding to supplement what we do on our own. We do a lot of our own feeding, but we have to supplement some of it. We own most of the equipment for our business, but have to rent a few pieces as well as required throughout the year. We aren't planning any significant purchases in the immediate future, but would like to be positioned to invest in new land opportunities should they arise. And any other enterprise opportunities as they arise, especially with the succession plan. If there's enterprises that the kids want to focus on, we want to have our finances positioned so that we can take advantage of those as well. Our business has been growing and profitable for several years, and our best guess projections are based not only on our own data and history, but the information found on Alberta Agriculture's website for our local growing area, the futures markets, and the knowledge of local farmers and grain buyers as well. So in the next 12 months, our conservative projections show a profit of $700,000 and $300,000 worth of growth in equity. And even with our most pessimistic projections, the business is set to profit $500,000 in the coming year. So that shows that a $600,000 operating loan can be managed, and that it would help cover cash flow shortfalls that are typical in the cyclical nature of agriculture. The current ratio of our business is 1.73, which is well above Alberta Agriculture's benchmark of 1.5. This demonstrates that a significant portion of our assets are owned and no longer borrowed. So we are quite well positioned that way, but as I mentioned before, that will continue to improve, especially as in the next couple of years as those big loans get paid off. Our business also has a working capital over $800,000, further demonstrating our business's ability to manage an operating loan of $600,000. And once again, 12 months from now, that number is supposed to be that much larger in our conservative projections. And our farm currently has a debt to equity ratio of 0.97, which is pretty good, but our projections show that this ratio will drop even further to 0.33 within the next 12 months, which is really exciting for our business and demonstrates great improvement in equity and therefore in profitability as well, giving us some extra working capital and some extra cash flow, so maybe we don't have that need for such a large operating loan, which is exciting for our business. We love the business of agriculture, and we are excited to be a part of the agriculture industry. We are always working on learning more and trying to improve our knowledge and improve not just working in our business, but on our business as well. On human resources and all those sorts of important tools. We're excited to see what the future holds for our business and the succession plan, and a partnership with AFSC could play a large part in that growth. It would give us the opportunity to focus more on the day-to-day tasks of running our business and knowing that our cash flow needs are secure. So once again, thanks for taking the time to consider our loan presentation, and we look forward to hearing back from you soon.